your breath into your practice. All right, so we need to develop our own little brightness because the outside isn't that bright right now. So let's use the energy of the waxing moon to help us here. So find a little spot in your center here, a little spot of brightness. And then exhale. And as you inhale, send that brightness a little energy so it can expand. And then exhale, let it soften. Inhale, let that brightness grow, expand. Exhale, soften. And noticing some warmth to that brightness now as you inhale and it expands, the brightness and the warmth starts to travel through your body. And just one more round of brightness and warmth traveling through your body from here. And then we'll finish off with some arms, so hands out by your side, and then really gather up brightness and warmth and press your palms together and draw it into your heart. And come back to mountain pose and start to move around a little. It's kind of chilly this morning, so we're going to let the body have a chance to start gently warming up. So just move around a little bit. And now we'll start our spinal series here. So go ahead with soft knees and soft hips and draw your arms forward, fingertips touch, and then open back, elbows back, and maybe you feel that brightness and warmth even traveling with you in your cats and cows as your fingertips touch and your elbows come back, heart shines forward. Giving the spine a nice little chance to wake up here. And the next time your fingertips touch, stay here, press your palms together, and draw brightness and warmth back into your heart. Okay. All right, so we're going to stay with the feet hip-width distance, and just keep the left arm down by your side, right arm up, and gently tilt to the left. Remember, we're just getting started here. The left hand gently slides down the left leg, and then your right hand comes down, left arm up, and your right hand gently slides as you keep your shoulders one on top of the other, nice and stacked. And just find your own rhythm here of going side to side, feeling into that whole movement. Okay? Remember, there's a lot of space in between tilting to the right and tilting to the left. So enjoy all those spaces in between as well. The next time you find yourself over to the left, whenever that happens for you, stay here. Okay, and now we're going to, without coming up, just release a little and come a little deeper. Release a little and come a little deeper. Release a little and come a little deeper, and just stay there. See if there's increased sensation for you or any difference happening. And then float your left arm up. We're going to press those left fingertips away, okay? And take the right shoulder behind, heart shines up, and come back to center. Yep, arms up, good. Right hand down, staying tilted to the right, yes. And release a little bit and come back. Release a little bit and come back. Release a little bit and come back. Release a little bit and stay. And notice the sensations that are happening for you. Right arm floats up, right fingertips press away, and that left shoulder starts to travel back. Heart shines up. And come center, inhale. We're going to let the knees and hips be soft and just gently drop back with the arms and up. Drop back and up. And the next time you come up, just bring your hands back down by your side. Okay, so I mentioned twisting, right, because of all the dampness. So let's go ahead and get to that. And since it's Monday, we're also going to do some knocking on the door of life along with the twist. So go ahead and take your feet wider than hip width distance with the toes turned out. The knees are going to move here in a natural way. The hips could move naturally. And take your hands side to side, finding that tapping on the back around the kidneys. That really opens things up. Yeah. And now let's start to let the hands release. And the arms start to come up. And we're going to find our immunity tapping. So with a very gentle fist, tap right under the collarbone as you twist side to side. That's that little immunity spot there. And then start to release your arms and let them come as high as they want as you twist side to side, just feeling nice and loose here. And coming back down to the little tapping under the collarbone. Arms out to the side and twisting side to side until you find yourself once again knocking on the door of life side to side here. And then unwinding this and coming back to standing, and just gently take your feet back together. Find mountain pose, find your light and warmth, and see what's happening for you, what things are going on in your body right now. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's shake it out. Becky, do you have 2 blocks?
Yes.
All right, can you grab them? All right, so we'll be using them a little bit. We're going to be heading down, okay? Oh, yes, that's what we're going to do. So the feet are hip width distance apart here. Okay, inhale, float the arms up, and exhale, swan dive. Just let your hands go where they want to, right? Let the knees and hips be soft, still very early in our practice. Bring your hands to your thighs, take a half lift, sink your hips down, and step your way back to downward facing dog. Okay, just come into dog. If dog isn't you right now, of course, table or hands to the wall, and just go ahead and walk the feet out. Bend one knee and then the other. Press the heels. Okay, press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And now let's go ahead and bring the knees down and sit off to the side, coming into seated mountain pose. Okay. Inhale and exhale. The feet are flexed. The toes are facing straight up to the sky, as are the knees. The spine is long. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now we're going to take our hands out by our sides and rejuvenate our brightness. Keep adding to that brightness and warmth. So inhale, take energy up from the earth. The earth is so soft and squishy now. It's releasing a lot of energy. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and now turn your palms out, and as you exhale, feel your spine continue to lengthen even as your arms come down. And let's do that one more time. Reach up, energy, energy, energy. Spine goes long, palms out, and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Always lengthen in the spine here. And let's shake it out and release. Okay. All right. So we're going to come into cross leg if that's okay with you. If your legs would rather be straight, let them. And we're going to do some circles here. So just put your hands to your knees, spine is long, and lean forward. Now take your body to the right, back, to the left, and forward. So just circles. And do what feels good to you here to release your spine. Going in the same direction. And the next time you're forward, hold. And let's go ahead and come up to seated. Take a breath. And now we're going to go the other way. So lengthen your spine forward, and then left, back, right, and forward. And the next time you're forward, just hold there and come back up to seated. All right, inhale and exhale. Okay, so for the core, I guess we'll do some boats because we might be needing one, right? If this continues. I know my neighbor has a little creek behind her house and she definitely needs one. So we're going to do some boats. And let's go ahead and bend the knees, sit up nice and tall. Feet are to the mat. Okay? All right. So let's just start with this because this is really effective and feels great. Arms are forward. Take it back. Spine is long. Come to your core engagement point. And then see if you can come back a little farther to where your core is super challenged. And bring your arms overhead. And then bring your arms forward and up. Okay, now we're going to take the right knee up and extend the right leg as we come back, 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 finding the core, and then come up, up, up. Low boat to high boat. Let's go back, low boat to high boat. And we go low boat to high boat. Now we're going to take low boat and stay here. Bring the arms up by the ears for canoe. Bring the hands forward and come up, whoop, and release. Shake the hands out. Okay, alrighty. Everybody good with that? Good to go on the left? Okay, let's just put that other move in first. Arms forward, 2 feet stay on the mat. Take it back, back, back. Find core engagement. See if you can come back a little farther, a little more challenge for the core. Arms overhead. Arms forward and up. Raise your hand if that's more challenging than you thought it would be, especially because your feet are down, right? It's a big challenge. Okay, here we go. Left knee up, arms forward. High boat on the left. Low boat on the left. Back to high. Back to low. Back to high. Good. back to low, back to high. We come low and stay here, arms overhead, canoe, hands down by your side, and come up, whoo, and release. Shake it out. All right, core starting to wake up there, maybe? Yes, good. All righty, so let's go ahead and do some obliques here, and we'll do bicycles. So take it down, cross your arms, right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right, as opposed to hands behind the head, and just take your shoulders and head up, keeping the neck from tucking here, and take your right shoulder toward the left. Come back center and down. Take your head and shoulders up, left shoulder toward the right, center, and down. Okay, now you can do it with your knees up. Okay, so that was with the feet on the mat. With the knees up in tabletop, take it up, right shoulder toward left knee, center and down, left shoulder toward right knee, center and down. And now if you want, you can add on to this as well. Take it up, right shoulder, left knee, extend the right leg, center and down. Take it up, left shoulder, right knee, extend the left leg, center and down. And now let's do it without coming down in the middle. Right shoulder, left knee, left shoulder, right knee, side to side. We're not coming down in between, but that doesn't mean that we're speeding through this. We're still staying connected to the feeling, taking it at a nice, even, steady, slower pace so that we really get the benefits. Right, left. And we started right shoulder, left knee. So next time you go left shoulder, right knee, you'll be even. Bring it in. And draw your knees in, hug in, and rock a little side to side here. All right, let's throw in some windshield wipers here to start opening the hips and get a little twisting in, release the spine. So the feet are mat width distance apart here. Arms are out by your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, two knees to the right, gaze left. Come center, two knees left, gaze right. And come center and keep going side to side. We started with the knees to the right, so next time you go knees left, you should be even. Come on back with your feet hip width distance apart, hands down by your side, and just let your knees open and close a little, like little butterfly wings. All right, so continuing with our water theme here, hands down by your side, let's take the right leg in, point up, flex down, water wheel, yes, knee in, point up, flex down. Okay, this is also very controlled and mindful. We're not flinging the leg around. Good. And the next time the right knee is in, hold it in, flex the right foot, and reverse the water wheel. Flex out, point up, knee in, out and up and in. And the next time your right knee is in, hold on to your shin or your hamstring here and let that right leg come out to the right and back to center, out and back. And once the leg comes back to center, stay here. Now this left leg can stay bent or can straighten any amount. Take your left hand outside the right leg, right arm out from your right shoulder, inhale, and just draw your right knee just past the belly button. Feel it right here. And now allow that right knee to come over to the left as the right hip lifts as well, and take your gaze past your right fingertips. So we're getting a nice stretch and a twist here. Take a breath, and as you come back through center, take your right ankle across your left thigh, flex your right foot, bring your legs in and hold on to your right shin and move that hip around. See how the right hip is doing this morning. Give it a chance to release. Let's come back to center here. Extend the left leg and point and flex the left foot. Warming up that ankle, and then circle the ankle one direction and the other. Release, unwind, bring both feet down, let the knees open and close a few times. And we move to water wheel on the left. Left knee in, point up, flex down, nice and controlled, in and up and down. And the next time the left knee is in, hold it in, flex your foot, flex out, point up, knee in. Keep going, out, up, and in. And the next time that left knee is in, hug it in, hold on to your shin or your hamstring, take the left leg out to the left and back to center. Okay, now go ahead and hold that knee in. The right leg can straighten or stay bent any amount that it wants to. Take your right hand outside your left leg, left arm out by the left shoulder, and draw the left knee just past the belly button. And then let the left knee continue to come over. Left hip lifts, gaze towards your left fingertips. Twist and release here. Good. And then come back through center, slide your left ankle across your right thigh, draw your shin in, and move around. See how the left hip is feeling this morning. And now go ahead and take your right leg up, point and flex the foot. And circle the ankle one direction and the other. Release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat, open and close, inhale and exhale. All right. So let's go ahead and come to hands and knees. Right? So you guys know all the things about this, right? Extra padding for your knees if you like. You can do things standing at the wall if that's more comfortable for you. Elbows can be under the shoulders or hands can be farther forward. And we're going to do a twist open and twist closed. So from here, take your right arm up, open to the right. Now with your right palm facing up, sweep your right hand under the body, out past the left side, and come up. It's not that complicated, but everybody's got this, right? Up and over to the left, yes. Up and over to the left. There you go. Up and over to the left. And this time, when you come over to the left, we're going to stay here and let the elbow and head come as close as they want to toward the mat. And then just walk those left fingertips forward if that feels good to you. Okay, so you might be higher or lower. Yeah. And then walk your left fingertips back, unwind, and we're going to do the same thing. Left arm up, left palm facing up as it comes under the body, over to the right. And take it up and under. Open twist to close twist. And then the next time it's under, the left arm is under, hold it here, let your head and shoulder head toward the mat as much or as little as they want, and wiggle your right fingertips forward. Exactly. All right, walk the right hand back, unwind, you're back in your table here. Inhale and exhale, and we're going to warm up the arms and go to child's pose. So let's come forward into a knee down plank, little push up here, hips toward heels. And do that a couple more times till you feel like you're ready for child's pose. And you might want to have your big toes together, knees wide apart in child's pose. Forehead is always connected to something. Super. And then unroll yourself into a nice downward facing dog. And take any journey that suits you right now, bringing your feet to your hands. Bring your hands to your thighs, take a half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up as your palms touch. And your hands come heart center. All right, how's everybody doing? Good to go? All right, so let's have the blocks near the top of the mat. We're going to use them for our step throughs today, from down dog to stepping through, to see where the foot can go with the assistance of blocks. So let's come to the top of the mat here. Feet are hip width distance. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, let's swan dive. Take a half lift. Sink the hips down here. Now take your blocks and put them maybe on their second edge, maybe on their third would suit you. Okay, and step back with your right leg into a lunge here. So you're just in a lunge here. Inhale and exhale and move around, move around. Okay, so it's kind of nice sometimes to have this extra lift from the block here. Let's go ahead and bring the right knee down and release into a high crescent lunge. Now we're going to bring the hands back down to the block, leave the right hand on the block, and open to the left. Put the left hand on the block and open to the right. And bring the hands down. Now just take the blocks a little wider so you can put your hands on the mat now, coming into your plank. Knees up or down, plank. Chaturanga. Okay, we want the blocks still pretty nearby, but if they're too much in your way, take them out of your way. I'm going to take this one out of your line of vision. Just come into a cobra here, lift up. And then release. And we're going to take ourselves into now downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Now find your blocks and put your hands on the blocks in your dog. Does that work okay for everybody? Everybody's okay with that? Your hands are on the blocks. Probably second side, second edge is good. And take your right leg up. Now take a big step forward. Your hands are higher. You know where your foot usually goes. Let's just see where your foot goes now. Take a big step forward. Okay? And we're in this nice little lunge here with the hands on the blocks. And let's just wiggle around in the lunge. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so you might think you know what's going to come next, but pay attention. I'm going to demonstrate here. I'm going to move my blocks a little farther forward so you can see. I'm going to lift up into my right leg and take my left foot to my ankle and step back. Okay, you want to try that? Lift up. Yes, and back. Take it back. Try it one more time. Left foot to the right ankle. And step back. Woo. All right, now just step your left foot all the way forward. Take a half lift, forward fold, and float the arms up. Palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, is everybody okay with that heel tap? Okay, so let's do the same thing starting on the left here. Okay, I'm going to take my blocks out of the line of vision here. Okay, so our feet are hip width distance. Inhale. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Now drop the hands to the blocks and take your left leg back. Move around in this nice lunge here. Bring your left knee down for low crescent lunge and take the arms up for low crescent lunge. Nice little psoas stretch here. Bring your hands down. Left hand stays on the block. Right arm opens to the right. Right hand down. Left arm up. Left hand down. Okay, move your blocks out of the way as you come into your plank. Knees up or knees down. Either one is fine. Chaturanga. And a nice little cobra here. And release. Okay, now find your way to downward facing dog. Get your hands back on the blocks here. Inhale, the left leg up, and take a big step forward with the left. Now we're back in a lunge. Okay, wiggle the hips around for a moment. Inhale, and we're going to be taking the right foot to the left ankle and tap. Take it back. Tap. Take it back. And take your right foot up to the top of the mat. Take a half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Whew. And release, shake it out. Shake out those wrists especially. Inhale and exhale. All right, so let's, let's stay standing with the legs wide, and we're just going to we're going to loosen everything up for a moment before we can continue into longer held poses. So take your toes out, okay, and we're going to take the knees down and up. So a nice release here in our little plie, and then we're going to take it to five-pointed star to moonflower. Five-pointed star to moonflower. Just to keep keep everything nice and juicy. All right, now take it down into Moonflower and raise your right heel. Draw the right heel down, raise your left heel. Draw the left heel down, raise both heels, and bring both heels down. Take it up to 5-pointed star. We're going to go down and up a few times, raising both heels and lowering. So just down and up with the heels, up and down. If 2 heels up feels too wobbly for you right now, just go right and left, right and left. Next time you're in Moonflower with the heels lifted, sit a little deeper, lift your heels a little more. Sit a little deeper, lift a little more, and then press out and up. Okay? And we're going to come into Sunburst here. So as the knees go out, the right arm crosses in front of the left, and you open. Left arm crosses in front of right, and open. And just play with this. Let it feel nice and releasing for you. We started right arm in front, so the next time you go left arm in front, you'll probably be even. Bring your hands down, heel toe, and shake things out here. Inhale and exhale, and wiggle around. Okay, so we're going to do more with our balance now, working on sun and moon. Okay, Moonflower, sunburst, now sun and moon. Feet are hip width distance apart. And let's set up for balance here. The feet are grounded, all 4 corners of the feet. The legs are strong, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, right? Take a nice inhale, exhale into calm and being calm throughout your balance, not sticking and holding anything. Find a spot that isn't moving. Bring your hands to your hips. Take your right heel up and then float that right knee up. See how things are going today. And release. Now, take your left heel up and float the left knee up. And release. Okay, if that felt fine to you, we're coming into sun and moon next. You can always leave your toes on the mat, right, and just do heel. We're going right knee, left arm, sun and moon. And take it down. Left knee, right arm, sun and moon. And take it down. Right knee, left arm, sun and moon. Now go ahead and bring your arms out to the side here. And then back to sun and moon, left arm up, and release. Left knee, right arm, sun and moon, arms out to side. And back to sun and moon. And release. Now we're going to add a little twist to that. It's optional, right? Everything is optional. So let's go ahead. Right knee, left arm, sun and moon. Arms out to the side if that works for you. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist toward your right knee. Come back to center. And left arm up, right fingertips down, return to sun and moon, and release, shake it out. Yeah, so we're challenging our balance, and it's good to feel challenged because that's how the body knows, oh yeah, I'm coming off balance, I can make my way back, all right? So let's go ahead, left knee, right arm, sun and moon, your version. Option, take the arms out. And further option, turn towards your left knee. Now come back to center, right arm up, left arm down, and release. All right, if you had a fussier side, go ahead and spend a few seconds. We'll take about a minute here working on your fussier side. If you didn't, I'm just gonna set a timer here. If you didn't, I'll tell you when we're halfway through and you can switch to your other side. So just work with what your body is giving you today. No stress in the balance here. It just is. Try and ease into it. All right. If you're switching, switch. And return to mountain pose here. Just plant your feet, close your eyes, and just notice what you notice. All right, let's shake it out here. And we're going to take both of our blocks and put them on the right side of your mat. So we're going to be doing triangle, pyramid, reverse triangle, or revolve triangle. Okay, so let's take the legs wide. By wide, right, this is our wide stance where the feet are under the wrists here, or as close as they go for you today. Okay, now you can bring your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes toward the right. The legs stay straight. Heart is forward. Arms are out. We're moving into triangle. So let's just release and back a couple of times. Maybe 4. 4. And then reach, reach, reach forward. Let your right hand come gently to your right leg. Left arm up. Triangle here. Okay? We're going to take the gaze to the toes, to the center of your space, then to your left fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Now follow your left hand as it starts to come down. Bend your right knee. Put your hands on your block. We want to start with the right knee bent. Okay? Make my front block invisible here. Hands on the block. It could be, second side or third side. Second side's probably a good happy medium. And then extend your right leg and bend, look forward. Extend and bend, look forward. So we're getting that nice hamstring stretch. And then just extend the right leg and stay there. Your hands are still on the block, right? Okay. So now move your left block in line with your left foot. Put your right hand on the left block and start to open to the left. This is the revolve triangle here. Okay? I'm going to take mine up to the third side because that feels better to me this morning. And release. Put both hands back on your block, whichever side was working for you before. Bend the right knee and extend and draw your forehead towards your knee. Okay, so here's our expression of pyramid pose. And then release your hands from the blocks, come back to triangle, and come up. Hands to the hips. And let's give the legs a break here. Shake them out because we're going to be moving to the blocks to the left. Is everybody okay with what we just did? Okay. All right, so we've got 2 blocks to the left, legs wide, setting up for triangle. Left toes are facing left, right toes are at an angle, arms are out, and we extend and come back. Extend extend and come back. Extend and come back. One more and come back. Now extend, extend, extend. Left hand to the left leg, coming into triangle here. We take our gaze to the left toes, to center, to the right hand. Follow the right hand as it comes down. Bend your left knee. Bring your hands to your blocks. Extend the left leg and bend. Extend and bend. Getting that nice hamstring movement. And then keeping the left leg straight now, you're in pyramid. Hands are still on the block. Blocks could be higher or lower than mine are. Just be careful. And then go ahead and move your block to the outside of your left foot here. Right hand on the block. And open, once again, I'm going up a side. Open to the left. Revolve triangle. And release back into the hands, 2 hands to the blocks. Bend the knee and straighten a couple of times. And come into full expression of pyramid for you. And then back into triangle. And lift up. Hands to the hips here. Turn all 10 toes forward. Put your index fingers in your hip creases with a nice long spine. Fold forward. We've got hips over the ankles here. Inhale and exhale. And then come on up. All right, let's heel toe the feet together. Shake the legs out. Wiggle around. And take the blocks. Put them aside. Just move around. We're getting ready to come back down to the mat here. So just move around. Make sure everything feels juicy and released here. And while you're at it, get anything you want for your final relaxation, okay? So you might have an eye pillow. I'm starting to feel, I think it's gonna be a little chilly when I go down, so I'm gonna grab a blanket, if you have a sweater. I mean, you know, these things are all up to you. And then, let's come to the top of the mat. Come into mountain pose. And work our way down. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over those hip creases. Hands to the thighs, knees bend, heart shines forward. Sink the hips down and take yourself into a downward facing dog. And in this dog, or which could be a table or your hands could be on the wall, let your hips move. If you're in dog, you can bring your big toes together, let the knees go to one side, hips to the other. Do some deep knee bends here. And then bring your knees down, sit off to the side, and come into seated mountain pose. Nice and long. Take your hands out by your side. And gather up all the warmth and goodness that you've generated in your practice this morning. Touch your palms together and bring your hands to your heart, sealing that in. And then let's shake things out. Okay, we're going to do a couple of soft forward folds here. Just draw the arms up and just melt. And then one more time, gently draw the arms up and melt. And come back to seated. Now roll yourself down. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to move into a twist here. Go ahead and lift your hips and send them 2 inches over to the right. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Put your left hand outside your right leg and bring your right arm out by your side. Now let your right leg come over to the left and your gaze towards your right fingertips. And then come back through center. Unwind the legs, lift the hips, bring them back to center. Lift the hips, take them 2 inches over to the left. Cross your left leg over your right, so you're tight at the thighs here. Right hand outside the left leg, left arm out to the side. And take your right leg over to the, take your left leg over to the right as your gaze goes to the left. And then release back to center. Unwind the legs, 2 feet to the mat. Lift your hips, center them. And gently let your knees open and close, little butterfly wings here. Okay, we're going to extend both arms and both legs long. Inhale, and as you exhale, draw just your right knee in. Okay, if that left leg wants to bend any amount, let it. Hold in Ardha Appanasana here, and we're going to move into half happy baby. So find your right foot and hold on to it with your hand. Now if the foot is too far away right now, then just hold on to the hamstring. And we're taking that right knee toward the right armpit here. Ardha Appanasana, half happy baby. And then release, extend both arms and both legs long. Inhale, exhale. Draw your left knee in, Ardha Appanasana. And taking this into a half happy baby, holding on to the left foot or hamstring and gently encouraging the left knee, the left knee toward the left armpit. And then extend arms and legs long. Inhale, Appanasana, 2 knees in. Okay, let's go ahead and take this to a happy baby and massage the spine side to side. And then coming back to center, leave your feet up but drop your hands, point and flex the feet. Circle one direction and the other. Bring your feet down. Open and close and wiggle your fingers. Give those hands some nice attention here. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands down by your side. And let your head move gently right to left. And then returning the head to center. Go ahead and take any final moves, make any adjustments, any alignment changes that need to happen. Experiment with how you want to be in final relaxation. As you come into final relaxation. with the earth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, settling onto the earth. Let the earth support you. And just move into final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch long. Exhaling, draw the knees in. Give yourself a hug. And find your way over to a side. Carefully back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.